Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on True Confessions of Naija. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a message sent to me by one of our brothers, and the message reads like this. It all started, as most nightmares do, with a whisper of hope in a dark time. I was in a financial abyss, drowning in debt and watching my dreams crumble around me. Every morning was a struggle. Every night, a silent prayer for a miracle. Then a message popped up online, seemingly from nowhere. A guy, smooth talking and confident, promised a bloodless way to wealth. My rational mind screamed caution, but my desperate heart clung to every word he said. He spoke of red mercury, a mystical substance, and a path to riches beyond imagination. Close to 800 million naira. It sounded too good to be true, and deep down, I knew it probably was. Yet, the thought of escaping my misery, of finally being free, was a powerful intoxicant. He said I needed to meet a herbalist in Kaduna. Kaduna, a long journey, a place I barely knew, but the promise of 800 million naira blurred every risk. I packed a small bag, my stomach churning with a mix of fear and a dangerous, desperate hope. The bus ride was a blur of anxious thoughts. What if it was a scam? What if it was worse? But the mental image of a plush new house, of finally providing for my family, pushed those doubts away. When I arrived at the herbalist's house, a chill snaked down my spine. The air hung heavy, and an inexplicable sense of unease settled over me. The herbalist, his eyes piercing, began his incantations. He told me I had a bright star, a destiny for greatness. That's what they say, don't they? To reel you in, to make you feel special, chosen. He explained that the red mercury, obtainable from a ship through pirate connections, yes, pirates, was the key to invoking money. He also demanded a ram, a sacrifice to fortify me. Something in that moment, perhaps the mention of sacrifice, clicked. I'm a Christian. This felt wrong, deeply terrifyingly wrong. The promises of untold wealth suddenly seemed overshadowed by a lurking darkness. I made my excuses, my heart pounding, and left, and I walked away, but the seed of red mercury was still firmly planted in my mind. For days, I obsessively searched online, desperate to prove it was real, that there was a legitimate way to get this magical substance. I even got scammed once, losing some precious savings to a fake seller. The desperation was like a fever, distorting my judgment. Then the desperate gamble, I sold my iPhone, my lifeline to the outside world, for 400,000 naira. I added another 100,000 naira, everything I had left, and sent it to the guy so he could go to Port Harcourt to supposedly get the red mercury from someone he knew. I was delusional, already picturing myself buying a 200 million house, planning out my lavish new life. I had completely detached from reality. The thought that I was sending my last dime, that I was risking everything on a shadowy, unproven scheme, didn't even register. And then the call came, not from the guy with the red mercury, but from a frantic, harsh voice. He'd be caught by the police in Port Harcourt, beaten and detained. He was trying to get the substance when they ambushed him. The walls spun, my stomach dropped, the fantasy shattered. I had lost my phone, been scammed, and now the police were involved. They even tried to track my number, suspecting my involvement. Panic seized me. I immediately discarded my SIM card, severing ties with the terrifying chapter of my life. In that moment of absolute despair, something shifted. I saw the truth. I had walked right to the edge of an abyss. The herbalist word echoed. The mercury will be used to invoke a small creature that will steal money from the World Bank. Such utter nonsense, yet I believed it. I had finally understood Nothing that comes from the devil is for free. That initial bloodless promise, a lie, a hook, eventually it would have been demanded a blood sacrifice, a soul-wrenching price that would have destroyed me and everyone I loved. Watching video on this very channel helped me solidify my newfound perspective. It was a wake-up call, a divine intervention that pulled me back from the brink. I am alive, I am free, and I am eternally grateful I didn't go through with it. The devil never gives anything for free. He always demands a return, and the return often involves the unthinkable, your family, your peace, your every existence. If you are reading this, caught in a similar web of desperation, please learn from my nightmare. There are no shortcuts to true wealth or lasting peace. Focus on honest work, on genuine efforts, and trust in the path that doesn't demand your soul as payment. Thanks for this opportunity to share my confession. I'll be viewing the comment section for advice. Dear listeners, right there's a message that was sent to me by one of our brothers. Things they really happen for this our world though. Now wow.